Hi everybody, this is Jane Detweiler, and I just wanted to post this video looking super tired. I am exhausted from a full week of teaching, and I intentionally wanted to have this really awesome look because I wanted you to know that we all feel this way sometimes. I stayed up really late last night. I went to an amazing Itzhak Perlman concert with him conducting. And then I taught for a full day today, and I just came home totally exhausted. And maybe you're exhausted. And I was looking at Facebook, and I was noticing that there's a middle school band directing page, and people were posting that that they felt burnout. And one person said they felt burnout, and then it was like scads of more people saying they felt that way too. And I wanted to let you know that lots of people feel this way, and I don't want you to think that because you feel this way, suddenly your career's over, suddenly there's no more hope for you, because there is so much hope for you. Lots of people feel tired, and yet there's lots of room for growing and getting back on the horse, and even when you're really, really tired. And so about 3 years ago, I was really feeling very much spent. And I wrote this piece, and I called it Pushing Back the Walls. I Can't Do One More Thing, or I Will Lose It. I don't know if you feel this way, but I sometimes, at that point especially, felt like I was going to lose it if I tried to do even one more thing, because I was doing everything for everybody, and I just couldn't give anymore. And it wasn't because I didn't want to give. I wanted to give, but I felt like there was nothing I could do that was really going to fix the situation, and it felt so hopeless. I remember feeling really down and really like I needed to give up my career possibly, or I just didn't know what to do. And I knew that I needed a job, but I didn't know how to feel joy again. And I was just so discouraged. And so I wanted you to know that I had felt this way a few years back, but certainly from time to time, everybody feels this way, or I would say most people feel this way. Now, maybe there's some rare bird that doesn't ever feel that way, or never gets spent, or really exhausted or tired, but a lot of people do. So, and here's what I said. Sometimes I feel like I have so much to do that all I can do is just sit there, paralyzed. Have you ever felt like that? Like you just sit at your desk and you're like, I just can't do anything. Like I just have to sit here and do nothing because I am literally that exhausted. Here I am laying in my bed on Friday night because I am tired from my week. And I'm so grateful for some time to just sit in my bed and just relax, right? And I'm kind of falling asleep, and I'm kind of browsing on my computer, right? How many of you have ever felt that way, right? And that's totally fine, by the way. We need to give ourselves time to rest and rejuvenate. And yet some of you are parents, and when's the time for that, right? Or I have a football game tonight, and I feel like I need the rest, but I can't get it. Or I have a baby to nurse, or I have a baby to get up at 3 in the morning with, or whatever is going on. But sometimes I feel like I have so much to do that I just have to sit there and be paralyzed. Yeah, that's a common feeling. I'm just so tired. Have you ever gotten that way? I wrote one day, I'm afraid I'll drive off the road one day. I'm so tired. Hopefully you guys never feel that way. You never feel like you're so tired you'd run off the road. But man, band directing can really burn the candle at both ends sometimes if we're not careful about boundaries. And so, man, it's hard. And I want to tell you this. You will get through this. Every season is not as hard as now. And you'll get through it. And you'll have classes that give you joy again. You can do this. I'm not making anyone happy. Not my administration, not my family, and definitely not myself. What's my problem? Those were the thoughts that I had. I'm not making anyone happy. Not my administration, which being a people pleaser that I was a few years ago, man, that was really, really hard. I had lots of administrators that were really positive and gung-ho for me, and then I had one that wasn't. That was devastating to me. If you're like me, and I had been able to please band directors in the past as a student and administrators in the past, and then you got an administrator suddenly that didn't appreciate you, how incredibly discouraging. But we have that sometimes. Sometimes we don't make our families happy because we're so busy with band things. Sometimes out of our own fault because we didn't give good boundaries. We set up too many appointments. We set up too many performances with our groups, and then we paid the price for that when it was too late to make any changes. But I want to say there's hope, because you know what? Every year's not going to be like this. And next year you can make changes that are going to work better for your family. And this is temporary, and you could make it through. And I know how hard it is to feel like you're not making yourself even happy. And maybe you don't even feel like you deserve it because you've pushed yourself down for so long. But I want you to know there is hope. And here's what you do. You start by saying you're valuable. That you were created for a purpose. That you were created to help be a bridge for kids to be successful again, who never thought they could be successful were it not for you helping them, by God's grace, to see the people that they could be. If you weren't there, who would show them that there was hope for them? Who would show them that they could be smart enough to go to college? Who would show them that even though their parents are beating them at home, this is a safe haven for them. Music can be a safe haven. You're showing them these things. Day after day after day, you're showing kids how to be hopeful again. You're showing kids how, even though they're being bullied everywhere else, in the band room they can be safe. In the band room they have a family, where maybe they don't have that at home, but they have that with you. You're somebody that's safe. You're somebody that they can talk to. You know what? Even if some administrator doesn't believe in you, that kid believes in you. And you deserve to know that. That kid that 2 years ago wrote you a note, or maybe a couple months ago wrote you a note that meant the world to you and you saved, get that out. Listen to your favorite piece of music and remember how valuable you are. I hope this is helpful. Remember to keep trying things. And I want you to know it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Don't give up. We all love you. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.